Around the Table on Harrison's Original, KHOZ.
Welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Kelly this morning. What are you shaking your head for there, Kelly?
Good morning. I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything?
I can't hear anything.
Well, I wish I would have known that before.
Yeah, my sound just went out right
You got
when
a
the
short
show
in there,
started.
probably.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
wish I would have known
people
earlier.
can hear me.
They can.
Good.
All right. So what's going on this morning? You want to talk about something earth-shaking?
I don't know whether it's earth-shaking, but it does have to do with the earth. I was reading an article about a place called the Mariana Trench.
I've heard of that.
Heard
Not
of
sure
it?
where it's at.
It is in the Western Pacific Ocean, and it's the deepest.
Oh, it's an underwater trench.
Oh yeah.
It's
in the ocean.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, I think it's 43 miles wide in some places and almost 7 miles deep.
Ooh.
It's one of the least explored places on
Oh
Earth.
yeah. You know, we send everybody. Our focus is trying to go into outer space when we can't go that deep.
Yeah.
It's the pressure is just too great to go that deep. So
It's like 1,000 pounds or it's some ridiculous amount. But people have gone down into the Mariana Trench. But more people, you're right, have walked on the moon than have gone down there.
Yeah.
I think James Cameron was one of them. But there are things that live down there. I think they said sea cucumbers.
Yeah. Life is still there.
They've even found, unfortunately, plastic trash and chemicals down there.
Oh, goodness.
So
I wonder if they'll find the plug.
it's scary to me.
Yeah.
The plug.
The plug. Yeah. Don't pull the plug. Don't
But
pull
when
the
you
chain.
think about it, almost 7 miles
Yeah.
deep.
That's. I wonder if that's the
That's
deepest
insane. Yeah.
ever. Okay.
Anyway.
Maybe Ann needs to go diving there.
Oh, Lord. No.
I don't think scuba gear can go that deep.
I don't think so.
No, you need a bell or some kind of whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, it's. Other than that, it's going to be back to school next week.
Yeah.
And we've got some stuff going on in town. The bridge is going to be open. Hooray.
Yeah.
And finally, TJ
Yes,
Maxx
really.
is opening. Hooray.
Is
and
it this
finally,
week? Next weekend?
Next weekend,
Next Saturday, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, they're going to open the bridge up next Friday. The mayor was in here yesterday, and he gave us the news on that. That's going to be nice because that's my direct path to my office. Mm-hmm. When I leave here is over that bridge. And I've got to take a route, a detour. But this Friday, or tonight, is Hannah Harper in concert.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
And I think that they've sold, I can't remember exactly, 2,500 tickets or something like that.
Yeah.
And she's going to be live in concert tonight. It's going to start off, the gates are going to open at 5. And then I think I'm not going to say because it's not on the poster, but I thought that there was an opening act. But Micaiah Mustafel is going to be there at 7, and then Hannah is going to start playing at 8. And
I think the Valines Trio is the opener.
Yes, but I don't see it here, so I didn't see it.
Are tickets still available, like if you want to show up at the gate?
You can go to creeksideamp.com. Tickets are available there. I think it's this one is it's not general admission. I think there's 2 sections.
Okay.
So you can just go to creeksideamp.com to find out
Cool.
how that goes.
Yeah.
And I think it's not supposed to rain. I think we do have some rain in the forecast today.
I thought I saw something about rain. We can talk about the weather.
We can talk about it in just a second. There's a couple other things I want to mention. Tomorrow, there's going to be a free movie at the UA North Arc. The old North Arc College is now the UA North Arc at the Bill Baker Amphitheater. It is the Star Wars Mandalorian and Grogu. I like Grogu.
And that's tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Okay.
And then today they're having the Ascents Back to School Bash It's the come and shop clothing, backpacks, lunch boxes, etc. for your back to school needs. Bring your kids and enjoy a free community event plus free haircuts at Hout, or is that the Hot House?
Hot House.
Hot House Salon.
Haute.
That's at the Hot House from 2 to 5 today. So you can check that out. And also there's a revival, a spirit-filled revival event that's actually started yesterday and it's going on through the 9th. Tonight will be the ARC PCG. I don't know what that is. I have no idea, but they're having that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's actually at 2819 1101 Radio Avenue. That's right up the street,
door.
right up next to us up here. And if you want information about that, or if you're planning on coming and just need to query of
Yeah, we'll probably see them setting up later.
yeah. You can call Virgil Dennis at 573-480-9910, and you can find out more about that. But that's I just want to update everybody on that. All right. You want to do some weather?
Cool. Let's get into the
Let's do
weather.
it.
All right, showers and thunderstorms are likely today, mainly after 4 p.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 93. Heat index values as high as 101. But chance of precipitation is 70%.
Ooh.
And then tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely mainly before 8 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a low of 71. So I hope those concert goers don't get rained out.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 93. Heat index values as high as 102 with a low around 71 at night. And then on Sunday, high near 95 and a low of around 73.
Okay. And then on Monday, sunny with a high of around 95 degrees, low 74. And then on Tuesday, sunny, high 95 degrees with just a slight gust of wind here and there. Tuesday night, low 75, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms possibly on Wednesday, high 94. Wednesday night, low 74 with a possibility of precipitation is at 30%. And then on Thursday, 40% chance of showers, high 90. Cooling off just a little bit for next week. So
Yeah, I
that's
saw
good.
that.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Topic to ponder. This one has really taken off, and I'm going to bring up the graphic, and we'll do the music, and we'll get right into it.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So the topic to ponder for today was, what was the first job you ever had and what did it teach you? We had a whopping 19 responses.
Oh, boy.
So everybody likes to reminisce. Mine was McDonald's, of course. I made, I
Okay.
think, $3.35 an hour in the early
$3.35.
1980s. Yes.
Well, I got you beat on that one.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
Let's see. Mine was, where is mine at?
The open air mall.
Yeah.
Is that-
You know what an open air mall is?
Yes.
That used to be what malls started out to be.
Outside.
Yeah, just walk outside and everything was connected, but
Yes.
store to store to store, but then you had to walk outside. Well, it kind of like down in Branson. That's kind of an
Yes,
open air
like
mall.
the Landing, yeah.
I like the Landing, yeah. And I got a job there during the summer for 50 cents an hour.
Okay. What'd you do there?
I picked up cigarette butts and we worked on,
50 cents an hour.
well, yeah, that was back in this, 67, 68, somewhere around in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it was money.
But my boss, I think he was Italian or something like that. And boy, he had a work ethic. And he had put me on the hill, and I was picking up cigarettes. And I didn't have one of those picker-uppers. I had to bend over and pick everything
Did you
up.
have gloves?
I don't think I had gloves. No.
Oh, wow.
No, we didn't do that kind of stuff back. Didn't have helmets for anything.
Okay.
Nothing. No seat belts. Nothing. And I got tired of doing that. It was in the
Yeah.
hot sun, so I laid down on the walkway up there. It was stretching my back because it was bent over, and I think I fell asleep.
Uh-oh.
And he came up and said, "You need to go home." I go, "Well, I've still got work to do." He goes, Not if you're sleeping.
Uh-oh.
And he sent me home for 3 days, and that was the lesson I learned.
Oh, boy.
If you're going to work, you work. You
Yeah.
come to work to work.
That's
they pay you
right.
100% of what you agreed to work for. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to read some responses?
Yeah, let's look at some of the answers. Let's see. Linda Jordan said she worked at Eisner's grocery store in the produce department when she was in high school. And most people it was the running theme for, what it taught them, like responsibility,
Yeah.
show up for work ethic. Aaron Anderson's first job was at Taco Bell, and it taught me not to eat Taco Bell. Okay, Gene Flake was selling newspaper subscriptions for $1 each. Let's see, in 1960, he sold 20 to 30 a week. That's pretty dang good.
That's pretty good. 20 bucks a
for-
week, yeah.
Tamsin Simon said dishwasher at Sleepy Cove in Diamond City when she was 14. Leslie King, Bob's AG Supermarket in Alpena. He was a super sacker.
Super sacker. Wow.
Anne, our own Anne Lemley, said dog patch. She worked at the entrance gift store, taught her work ethic and responsibility.
good.
That's cool. Dana O'Quinn Cassidy, picking tomatoes at dawn with my brother Larry at Floyd Black's farm in Crawford County. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Mason Sullivan, masonry. Erecting the Madison County Detention Center taught me it's better to work with my brain than my body.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Paul Barron, he was a counselor at Camp Orr, Boy Scout camp on the Buffalo River. That's cool. The pay was based on your age.
Okay.
That's neat. Bill Cassidy said he delivered newspapers 6 days a week. I bet you a lot of boys
I did that too,
or
yeah.
mowed grass, lawns. Jamie Forsey Gonzalez was actually with his dad at his as his secretary as he was an insurance claim adjuster. Julie Britton worked as a waitress. Jonathan David Wilson worked at Pizza Hut. And Sin Parton was a dishwasher prep cook at the truck stop in Omaha.
Wow.
So we all started out.
Yeah,
with,
we all started out that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hey, thanks for giving us all of your entries and telling us where you all work.
Yeah, thanks for all the responses. That's great.
Yeah, when I see you guys out in public, I'll say, "Oh, yeah, I remember you said that you worked at Dog Patch or someplace." Yeah, very cool. All right, well, we do this Monday through Friday. We do a topic to ponder, and it's on our Facebook page. You can go there and answer the question. And today's question was, what was the first job you ever had, and what did it teach you? I think the lessons are kind of more important than
The actual job.
the actual job, yeah, because that's where we learn how to be part of the society.
Responsibility,
Yeah,
the value of
responsibility.
money, and
Yeah. Want to do some history?
sure.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
All right. In 1909, Alice Hyler Ramsey completes a cross-country automobile journey. She became the first woman to drive across the United States, traveling from New York to San Francisco in a Maxwell touring car. A remarkable feat in the early days of automobiles.
Yeah,
I don't even know what those look like.
I have to bring it up and look at it. 1926, one of the earliest major international auto races took place at the Brooklands, England, helping launch modern motorsports.
Yeah, that's a famous roadway there, or raceway. 1942, Allied forces landed on Guadalcanal in the Pacific, beginning a major offensive against Japan during World War II.
1947, after selling more than 4,300, they weren't selling anything, they were sailing. After sailing more than 4,300 miles across the Pacific on a wooden raft, the Norwegian explorer reached Polynesia, proving ancient peoples could have made the journey.
Wow. That would be scary. 1959, NASA's Explorer 6 satellite transmitted the first crude photograph of Earth taken from space, a milestone in space technology.
Wow. 1960, the West African nation officially became independent after decades of colonial rule, and this was, I can't even pronounce that, Côte d'Ivoire? Something like that.
De l'Ivoire.
De l'Ivoire?
Yeah. 1964, the resolution granted, the Congress passes the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution. The resolution granted President Lyndon Johnson broad authority to expand U.S. military involvement in Vietnam. My dad was actually on a ship in the Gulf of Tonkin.
Yeah. 1971, the mission marked the Apollo 15 mission marked the first use of the lunar rover, allowing astronauts to travel further across the moon than ever before. I thought that was the coolest thing, watching that live.
Driving like a dune buggy type deal. 1974, in one of history's strangest stunts, the French tightrope walker Philippe Petit. He walked between the Twin Towers and crossed a cable strung between, it was in New York, 1,350 feet above ground.
1978, the Love Canal declared a federal emergency, and President Jimmy Carter declared that the toxic waste disaster there in New York a federal health emergency, bringing national attention to environmental hazards.
Wow. 1987, Lynn Cox swims from Alaska to the Soviet Union. During the Cold War, swimmer Lynn Cox became the first person to swim across the Bering Strait between the United States and the Soviet Union. How far is that?
Where's that?
The Bering Strait.
The Bering Strait? I don't know.
From the United States to Alaska. There's another thing for you to look up.
Don't know. I have to look that up. The first Lollapalooza debuts opened up, helping define alternative rock culture for the 1990s and launching one of the world's biggest music festivals.
Still goes on today. 1997, Garth Brooks breaks concert attendance records. I remember this. Garth Brooks performed a free concert in New York City's Central Park that drew an estimated crowd of nearly 1 million people, one of the largest concert audiences in American history.
1998, the U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania were bombed. Coordinated terrorist attacks killed 224 people and injured thousands, dramatically changing U.S. counterterrorism policy.
And in 2007, NASA launches the Phoenix Mars lander. The spacecraft began its journey to Mars, where it later confirmed the presence of water ice beneath the planet's surface.
And then odd history, back in 1956, the mysterious Cali explosions. 7 military trucks exploded with explosives unexpectedly detonated in Cali, Colombia, killing more than 1,000 people. The exact cause remains uncertain to this day. Yeah. All right. Okay, we are caught up. We are going to take our first break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking with Christine Harrison from Rag and Bone Emporium. We love that place, don't we?
I do.
We go in there quite often. We'll be talking with Christine, so stick around, stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
Hometown TV, channel 26.1.
Paradise Cream is open once again here in Harrison, Arkansas, and they're located at 1525 North Main Street, right across the street from Pizza Hut. Everybody knows where Pizza Hut is. Go get you a slice of pizza and then jump over to Paradise Cream and get you a cup, a cone, a pint, a quart, whatever. They have all kinds of specials going on all the time. Over 20 flavors, gluten-free and also dairy-free at Paradise Cream. They're open today from 12 to 8, Sunday through Thursday, 12 to 8, Friday and Saturday, 12 to 9, and then on Thursdays, Stuff Your Stanley. All right, we are back. Thank you so much for joining us today. In the studio, we have with us Christine Harrison. That's kind of an appropriate name for living in Harrison, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Step up to that mic or pull that microphone towards you there. There we go.
That was quite the running joke for my husband and I when we first moved here. I married a Harrison and moved to Harrison.
Now, you started Rag and Bone, and that's located on the south side of the square.
I want to know how she got started.
Okay.
I started at 29 years old, so January 1999 was my very first day in business. Not here, it was on the other side of Arkansas, and I've been going ever since. I was there 24 years, and then I decided I wanted to be here in my later years in life and be in all this beauty and everything that I love, which is nature. And I didn't know what I was going to do, and had the grand opportunity to walk in there one day, and they happened to be open. And I said, "What are you going to do with this place?" They said, "Well, it's for sale." I said, "Give me a week to sleep on it." And
So the building was empty?
No, it was currently full
Okay.
of antiques and primitives. A lady owned it, but wasn't open every day. Only open a few hours per day or every other day.
How important is that to be open more than just a few hours a day?
That's one of the keys to success. If you don't have consistent hours, you're not going to have your customers coming back. If every time they come, you're closed.
Now, did you start off in just one side of the building?
I started off with the one building.
Right, right. And then
I had the opportunity to obtain the second building, and we were able to join the two. My husband did that for us, and
he busted a hole in the wall. And
we busted through, and I knew that having the boutique clothing in the back wouldn't last long as far as size, and we were able to expand and explode into the other one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with the name Rag and Bone?
Rag and bone, way back in the day, was a British term coined for a man who went either by horse and cart or by foot, and he went from street to street, going to homes and asking if they had any scraps or
that's cool.
scrap metal, rags, clothing, and he would give them coin and then turn around and go to market, and he would resell it.
How cool.
Yeah.
See, that's really cool. I love that.
So are you a constant vagabond looking for things like that, or?
Not as much as I did in my early years, because it now comes to me, which is easier
that's
as
good,
I age, that it comes in the door. And that's always been my goal, is to get the clientele that brings in the items that create what Rag and Bone looks like.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting, the stuff that you have. I mean, beautiful things. What if you can think of one? What's one of the most interesting things that someone's ever brought you to sell?
Oh, gosh,
that's
28 years of.
I mean, I'm sure a lot people bring stuff in. You go, that is really cool. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Like, one of the things I always look for when I go to places like Rag and Bone is a butter churn. Those are hard to come by.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Original butter churns.
In the crock form, because there is an original hand-built wooden one right now.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah.
There are so many cool things that come in, because I do curate, I do pick. I don't take everything. I do pick what I want it to be in there. And I provide something for everyone, hopefully, that walks through the door, whether it be that particular item or price. I have price point for everyone. You can walk in there and you can afford. Everyone can afford something in Rag and Bone Emporium.
Yeah.
But there's so many cool things that come in, because everybody's bringing in their lifetime travels, going to wherever, anywhere, Europe, Canada, South America. The best things to me are when people bring in things when they're starting to downsize, and they're bringing in their things
yeah.
that they've collected their entire life.
Yeah, yeah.
And you see their life in these things that they bring into the store
yeah.
and their travels, and I love those things
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
other places.
How is it? I've noticed that as I get older, I have things that I've collected, and I'm like, what am I going to do with all these things? Do you feel that way with some of your personal things that you've collected? Are you going to be able to pass them down to people, or are you just going to put them in the store and sell them?
Well, that'll be up to my husband. I never I don't have like hordes of things, even though people think I
Yeah.
do because of my business, but I'm a certain thing. I love art, and so I have art and bronzes and oil paintings. Not of anything superior value, just things I come across that I love. Vintage, of course.
Yeah.
And no, I don't think I have a problem with getting rid of it. All of my friends love my stuff, and
Okay.
yeah, they're going to be allowed to come in and pick out whatever they want.
Yeah. Has the nostalgia changed over the years? From the young, are the young people still interested in nostalgic things?
I have to say, and I'm very excited about
Yeah,
this, that it wasn't that for a while.
Yeah.
The younger generations didn't want grandma's dish sets
Yeah.
or Afghans or quilts or glassware. And I'm seeing a change.
Oh, really?
And that
That's
makes me
good.
really happy because
Yeah.
they are coming in, they are looking for that now. I call it bringing grandma back.
Yeah.
And because I have a lot of my grandmother's things, and they're coming in and they're buying these things and they're looking
Yeah.
for these things and they're buying glassware, and I'm like, this is great because
Yeah.
it is becoming popular again with our younger,
Yeah.
people.
Well, I've noticed that because I've been in stores before, and some of the shop owners say there's no interest in that anymore. But
It's
that's been a
back.
while.
It's back.
That's going to be
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
I am so happy because
Yeah.
it's a whole new avenue of income because our youth are now interested in the things that I have in my store, which are vintage things
Yeah.
from older people
Yeah.
that are downsizing,
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah.
well, vintage for us was probably in the 30s and 40s. Now, vintage is for them is in the 70s and 80s. so
70, 80s, and
Yeah.
moving into the 90s, which there wasn't.
it's-
Gosh, I can't even think of anything that was super popular from the 90s.
Yeah.
But 70s, 80s for sure. The 80s are back.
Yeah.
They're buying things that I decorate with as a young adult. I'm like, I cannot believe that stuff is selling again, but it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember back the Avon used to come out with these decanters that were cars and different shapes of things, and it got to be flooded with the market. And I don't know if those are coming back. but
Not yet.
yeah. Yeah.
I
How do you
turn
ca-
those down.
How do you keep up with what is popular and what do you have like reference books or places on the internet where you go or
Just
or
28 years of experience. I'm constantly researching. Knowledge is one of my favorite things
Yeah.
to obtain throughout, and just seeing what people are buying when they're coming in
yeah.
lets
Okay.
me know, and seeing these younger girls in their teens and their 20s buying the stuff that
Yeah,
I have
okay.
loved, all these years it tickles me.
That sure makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Now you also have clothes on one side, and then
Yes,
the
I have
Emporium
two
is on the other. Yeah.
So yeah, one side is all for your houseware, art, jewelry, miniatures. I have a whole section in the back with books and vintage kitchenware, linens, and vintage doily. I try to provide something for everyone
Yeah.
when you walk in, and and then the other side is clothing, shoes, boutique, well curated. And yes, I like to provide both. Like I said, something for everyone.
I'm waiting for her to start carrying vintage clothing.
I would love to find
Find
vintage
some? Yeah.
clothing. It's hard to
It
find
is hard, yeah.
vintage clothing. So I've had a few pieces in, so I'm looking forward to. other
When you
people.
say it's hard to find, is it hard to find the clothes that were made back in that day, or someone that's making reproductions?
I don't want reproductions. I do want original.
Okay.
And either they've broken down, the clothing have been broken down, or they've been sold off or donated. It's hard to find those. It's usually going to take a lady's estate that is just now being
Yeah.
cleaned
Yeah,
out
yeah.
to find true 70s, 80s, 60s vintage.
Oh wow.
I'm always
Yeah.
tickled when a cut piece comes in.
Yeah. So when are you going to bust out another wall?
Do I need space? Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
yeah,
Could I
you're-
grow
Yeah.
quickly? Yes, I could.
Yeah.
I question my body though, whether my body can handle another building, but my mind always says yes.
Yeah. Someone that has maybe a bunch of vintage things that they may want to part with. Are you interested?
Absolutely, always. I've not just done resale consignment. I have done estate sale cleanouts.
Okay.
I can do partial. I can do a woman's closet. I could do a
Oh.
woman's bedroom that's full of
Oh,
clothing.
okay.
Or a whole house.
Okay.
My husband usually helps me at that point. We have a trailer and we'll go and we'll help clean it out. And I also do buyouts.
Okay.
That's good to
All right,
know.
that's good
That's
to
good
know. Yeah.
information.
How can they contact you if they want to do that?
They can contact me at the store, which the number is 870-204-5000. I am at 120 West Stevenson on the square, the most beautiful square in the Ozarks.
I love your signs.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 2 signs up
I
there.
love my signs too.
All right. Well, we've been talking with Christine Harrison. She owns the Rag and Bone Emporium on the south side of the square at 120. Just heard a beep there going off. Okay. That's time for us to, I guess, exit
Move
stage
on,
left.
I
Move
guess,
on.
yes.
Christine, thank you so much, and we encourage everybody to drop in. It's a lot different outside, but when you get inside, it's a whole new world, is it not?
It is.
It sure is.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you
Yeah.
for coming in. We're going to take another break, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Find us on air, online, and streaming live on Facebook. Around the Table on the original KHOZ.
Yeah, just to remind you again that the Hannah Harper concert will be tonight, live, weather permitting. It looks like the rain is going to kind of get out of the area before 8 o'clock, and that's when Hannah, will be taking the stage. And then maybe push it back a little bit if it's raining that much, but I think the weather is supposed to be pushing out before the concert. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll just have to find out about that. Gates are opened at 5. Opening act will be Micaiah Mustafel, and I think she was one of the contestants on
American Idol.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to find out.
Well, Hannah Harper won American Idol, didn't she?
She did.
Okay.
She won it. Yeah.
And
So,
Micaiah was in the top 20.
yeah. So
Okay.
they know each other, and it's kind of nice to have them here. I think Hannah's from Missouri.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, that'll be interesting. Hopefully everybody gets a ticket. If you haven't gotten your ticket, you can go to creeksideamp.com and just click your ticket there. You can buy it there. Oh my gosh!
Hey, you were talking about your first job and how you picked up cigarette butts and trash and whatnot. Have you ever heard of plogging?
Plogging? Mm-hmm. Is that like vlogging or
Plogging? Plogging.
Is that when you dance or something?
And what is plogging, and why does it make you smell like trash?
Oh my gosh!
It's a trendy new workout they call plogging. It's cardio, squatting, lunges, and weightlifting. So if you call bending over to pick up a soda can a weight, basically, plogging is jogging while picking up other people's trash. And while a half hour can burn up to 288 calories compared to just 235 for regular jogging,
Okay.
you still have to contend with people assuming you've stolen that bag of trash you're running with.
Oh. Well, at some point, what do you do with the trash?
I mean,
But you're carrying the trash while you're running?
I guess, yeah. That's kind of weird.
It is kind of weird.
And by the end of your workout, I guess the momentum, your trash gets heavier toward the end of the workout.
I would have guessed so.
I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
There's a lot of events that happen around the nation, and a lot of them are just idiotic. I'm kind of like, why are they doing that? Well, there's one event that happens in Beaver, Oklahoma, and it's the World Championship Cow Chip Throwing Contest.
Okay.
All right. If you think your hobbies are a little bit out there, well, the folks at Beaver, Oklahoma spent an entire weekend throwing dried cow patties to see who can launch them the furthest. There are strict rules, and here's some of the rules. You have to select your own chip. No gloves are allowed.
Oh boy.
And if it breaks in midair, when you throw it, they measure wherever the largest piece lands.
Okay.
And just a friendly reminder that you need to wash your hands before you hit the food truck after the event.
Well, gosh, Dan, we've got lots of cows by us. You'll have to wander out there and pick one up and see how far you can throw it.
Well, we'll have to figure out when this competition happens, because it doesn't show a date. But anyway.
We were talking about traveling, and we like to go on road trips. Mm-hmm. Well, they're saying that Americans this summer spent 23% less than they generally spend, probably because of the price of gas or whatever. But 58% Americans are planning to spend less than they did last year. And for instance, for a family of 4 to travel to Gettysburg on a 7-day vacation, they're talking $4,000.
Are they in the car, or they're taking a private jet?
Exactly. I have no idea.
Gosh.
We could do it way less than that, and we have done. We've done a 10-day
we did a 10-day
road trip.
And what did we? What was our
Spent
budget?
less than $2,000.
Yeah, we spent less. Our budget was to try to spend less than $200 a day.
Yep. And that was for food, hotel,
Yeah.
gas, souvenirs.
Yeah, we
and
did
we
it.
came back with money in our pocket.
We did. Not much, but we did. I think we had
That
30,
was a fun
30 or
challenge.
$40 left.
And
when
that
we
was
came.
3 of us. Yeah.
And that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. We spent. I mean, we didn't go to the tourist traps.
Right.
We went to all of the state
We went
parks.
to the important places.
Yeah.
But we didn't do all the quote unquote touristy
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So that probably saved us some money, but that was fun. $4,000 for a 7-day vacation for 4. I'm assuming it's a road trip,
Yeah.
but still.
Yeah. I like road trips.
I do.
We ought to schedule another one. And if we go on a road trip, we need to go to Wayne, Nebraska.
Okay, never
Yeah.
heard of it.
Well, this town literally invites everyone to cluck like a chicken for a weekend. They have a weekend chicken clucking weekend.
Say that 3 times.
Yeah, really.
fast.
They have a massive celebration that includes a chicken crowing contest, a hard-boiled egg eating race, and the grand finale is the National Cluck Off, where grown adults stand on
my
a stage in full feathers. You got to wear a feather suit, flapping their arms and screaming at the top of their lungs to sound like a chicken to win the trophy.
Wow.
That's where we got to go. Nebraska. We've never been to Nebraska, have we?
I've driven through it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when I drove through, I got to see the actual ruts from the Oregon part of the Oregon Trail.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool.
It's still there?
Still there.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wonder how they preserve the ruts.
It was along the Platte River, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
I was reading another story about a woman who unleashed an epic belch after she was unable to burp for 6 years.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. It's got to feel pretty dangerous walking around with 6 years worth of burps trapped inside you, but a woman from England finally unleashed a belch for the ages. She's 20 years old. She suffered from a rare condition known as no burp syndrome. When they get trapped and instead come up sounding like gurgles in the middle of a sentence, her doctor shot Botox into her throat, and that did the trick, except now the burps won't stop, and she had to relearn how to control them.
Oh, my gosh.
That would be horrible.
So she can't stop burping.
I've heard of people getting hiccups and not being able to stop hiccuping for like years.
Yeah.
On a continuous basis, but burping, I've never heard of that. Must be pretty satisfying though.
You know what a mullet? You know what a mullet fish is? You ever heard of a mullet fish?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Well, in Pensacola, Florida, thousands of people are gathered on the beach at the Florida-Alabama border for one reason: to see who can throw a dead mullet fish across the state line. You just stand in a circle, grab a slimy dead fish, and launch it into the next state. If your throw goes wild and hits a spectator in a beach chair, etiquette says you have to retrieve it yourself.
That's funny.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, probably shouldn't have read that one. Anyway, we're going to take another break, guys, and when we come back, we have more for you from around the table. So stay with us. We have more.
Facebook and Hometown TV, Channel 26.1.
Better go buy Paradise Cream before the summer ends because they only stay here during the summer. They have a food truck right across the street from Pizza Hut at 1525 North Main Street. And they're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 12 to 8, Friday and Saturday, 12 to 9. And Thursday is a special day for them. They have a Stuff Here Stanley tumbler offer. Bring your empty Stanley in and they'll stuff it full of your favorite ice cream. Mix and match your flavors if you like. Only good at Paradise Cream. Go by and see them. They have great ice cream, gluten-free options, and dairy-free options available. So go when you go by, get your punch card. All right.
Can I remind people that on Mondays we are going to start that new segment, Ozarks Uncovered, and it's going to be, I want people to participate. We're going to have a new thing, or whatever you want to talk about.
Okay.
But one of the things I come across where I've heard stories is called the Ozark Spook Light. It's at the Oklahoma-Missouri state line.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah,
it's a light that people see, and lots of people see it.
Some people call it the Joplin Spook Light, but they've made little road trips there, and I guess there's a light that they see. It's I don't know if it's along a train track or what it is, but that's something I'd like to talk about. So we're going to create a little blurb on our Facebook page, Around the Table Facebook page. And if you have any personal stories about the Joplin Spook Light or the Ozark Spook Light, or how whatever you've heard,
or
it
anything
called,
weird that might have happened to you,
or anything that weird stuff that's happened to you in and around the Ozarks, things you've seen. We want to hear from you, and hopefully we'll get some stories and we'll feature some of them on our show.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
A lot of spooky things in this world.
Yeah.
A lot of weird things that we haven't discovered yet. You were talking about those fish and different creatures at the bottom of the ocean in that trench. Mm-hmm. Probably a lot of undiscovered or unspecified species we've never seen before.
In the ocean, for sure.
Oh, in the ocean, for sure, yeah. Yeah. That's weird. Let's see. I had a thing here. We always do studies. Mm-hmm. I like studies. And one of the studies here, the worst time of day to stay on your diet. You ever thought about that?
Evening.
You think so?
I think evening.
Well, they figured out the exact time of day when it's the hardest to stay on your diet, and that's 3:42 p.m.
3:42.
That's what it says.
Okay.
Exactly at 3:42 p.m.
Why 3:42?
According to a new study, that's when we crave junk the hardest. The typical American gets a hankering for something sweet or crunchy, an average of twice a day, but regardless of the time, 57% of us say we can't deny our cravings for more than an hour. 1 in 5 can only hold on for 15 minutes.
I bet that's true, because I often find myself around 4 o'clock in the afternoon getting into a slump, like you start yawning, and I don't know why it's that time of day, and it's probably your body's way of saying, put some energy in me, give me something, pick me up.
Well, it's probably right after you have lunch, and if you eat a lot of carbs, that makes you sleepy. Mm-hmm. And then once you get sleepy, you get hungry again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We like to go to the movies. Mm-hmm. And we've got what do we got, that bucket thing?
Yeah.
That we take a bucket with us. Well, some theaters are now charging $50 to see a movie. $50. I mean, we kind of
for
almost...
a ticket? Just for the ticket?
Yeah. If you thought a $20 plastic purse filled with popcorn was expensive, wait until you see what they're charging for a new movie. Everyone thought Regal Cinemas was nuts for wanting $50 for premium seats for Dune Part 3, but they sold out in minutes.
Wow.
And it doesn't open until December of this year. They're now scrambling to build more premium theaters so they can charge even more. And those viral Devil Wears Prada 2 popcorn purses are pretty much sold out too.
Wow. Talking about spending time in front of a screen, and I'm guilty of it too. But talking about studies, Americans on average spend 50 hours a week of screen time. That's longer time than most people do a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
So on average, 50 hours a week, according to a new study. That's more than 7 hours a day,
Wow,
including weekends. And it's even worse for Gen Z, who spends about 52 hours staring at a screen.
They mostly don't watch TV. They're on their
Phones,
phone
gaming,
or
TikTok,
doing
Instagram,
stuff like that, yeah.
You name it.
Totally disconnected. Yeah.
Cool.
I've got one more for you, and it now costs $4,000 a year to have a dog. That's what it says.
It does. I bet you it doesn't cost me $4,000
Yeah.
a year to have a dog.
Well, if you're wondering where all your money has gone to, the dog ate it. According to a new pet insurance data, it now costs at least $4,000 a year to keep your dog happy and alive. $600 for food and treats.
I can believe that part, actually.
$400 for basic vet visits. Insurance is another $800. I don't know what the insurance is for. Is it health insurance?
There's pet insurance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And that doesn't include emergencies. Even toys and grooming cost an average of $600 a year. And with dogs living longer, that means more visits to the dentist too.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the old days, you had a dog. It lived outside. It ran around. You fed it once a day, and that was basically it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's become your child.
Yes, we had 2 children.
I know.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Well, do you know what today is?
Lots of cool days. Today's International Beer Day.
International Beer or Beard?
Beer, like the drink beer. Celebrated worldwide on the first Friday of August, this observance recognizes brewers, bartenders, and beer enthusiasts while encouraging people to responsibly enjoy different varieties of beer. I'm still hopeful. There's some scuttlebutt about having a little restaurant brewery here on the square, and I'm still hopeful that they're going to open. I can't remember the name, what their name is, but if you're listening out there, we hope you're still planning on opening, and if you have any information, please let us know.
I think that was a thing. I'm not sure where it's gone. They may be still planning.
Right.
So anyway,
Right.
It's also Purple Heart Day, honors the members of the U.S. Armed Forces who were wounded or killed in combat. The Purple Heart is America's oldest military decoration, originally established by George Washington in 1782. National Lighthouse Day celebrates American lighthouses and recognizes their historic importance in guiding ships safely through dangerous waters and protecting coastal communities. I don't know if they do that anymore. Any lighthouses still operating or functioning?
I'd imagine so. I always thought it would be cool to be a guide at one of those, because lots of people are fascinated with lighthouses, and you can tour some of them.
Some of them are haunted.
I know when I was work camping, you could get a job as a guide and give people tours and give them the history of a particular lighthouse. I always thought that would be really neat
cool,
to do.
National Water Balloon Day. I know what I would do with a water balloon.
Throw it at me?
Yeah, throw them. National Raspberries and Cream Day. I think Paradise Cream may have had that flavor.
I bet you they
Go
do.
by and check it out. National Sea Serpent Day. What was that cartoon with the sea serpent? Cecil, Benny and Cecil.
Oh,
Benny
boy.
and Cecil.
I have no idea.
Okay.
National Beach Party Day encourages people to gather with friends and family at beaches to enjoy swimming, games, and summer fun.
All right. Hey, it's weekend. It's Friday. Work the rest of the day, and I'm going to give you the day this weekend off. Enjoy yourself. We're going to be back. Kelly and I will be back on Monday. So until then, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you then.